apologize for the raspy voice, but all in all, I really wanted to get this review out for you guys. It is on the Hourglass Immaculate Foundation. Woo! You guys have no idea. This foundation is bomb.com, but I'm going to let you guys see that for yourself. This is what the bottle looks like. Really sleek, nice packaging, and yes, it comes with a pump, which is so awesome. However, I do find that there is a downside to this foundation. If you have dry patches, because this is a mattifying liquid to powder foundation, it will stick to those dry patches, and I did save a dry patch so you can actually see what that looks like. Now what I find, and which is what the instructions of the box tell you to do, is that you have to work in sections and you have to work quickly. They do recommend using your fingers. I tried this. It wasn't as, I guess I feel like I used more product because it was all over my hands, and I felt like it was getting a bit streaky, and you know, you're trying to blend this foundation in and it's turning into powder really quickly. So I would not suggest using your fingers for this. The instructions say to, but I didn't like using that. I would say go for a stippling brush, a small stippling brush. I had the best results with. I own the Maybelline Tools number 953 brush. I got an amazing finish with that, but today I use the Real Techniques buffing brush because I think it's a brush that has a little bit more access to everybody. If not, if you have the MAC 188, that would be the best bet to use in terms of putting this foundation on. All you oily girls out there will probably love this because it says straight on the box, the miracle foundation for oily skin. Like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, seriously. It says this breakthrough foundation absorbs oil, yes, camouflages imperfections, yes, and ensures a long-lasting flawless finish without the need for touch-ups, yes. Definite yes on that one. So in terms of wear time, I am combo skin, so that means I get like oily T-zone around my nose, chin area, that kind of thing. So what happened is after 8 hours of wearing it, I did wear a primer with it. I used the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, which I love, and I hope you guys get to try soon. Like, if you don't have a primer, please go get that, and it's gonna change your life, seriously. But after 8 hours, I looked in the mirror, there was no shine. I was like, wow, this is awesome. But then I touched my nose and I saw some oil on my fingertips. So the oil wasn't shining through at all, which is amazing, but as soon as I touched it, it transferred to my finger. Like, not the foundation, just the oil. The foundation stayed in place. And when I decided to try it without the primer at all, like any primer at all, I went for 9 hours wear, and I noticed when I looked in the mirror there was shine around my nose area. So I'd say with this foundation, please do pair it with a primer for it to last longer. But to go for 8 hours without a primer, that was pretty cool. It still looked matte. Everything in my face was still in place. Nothing shifted, nothing moved around. It didn't break down or anything like that. Because it is a liquid to powder foundation, so I don't see the need to set it. If you want to get rid of that really matte look, I'd say get a bottle of Max Fix Plus. Because I didn't do this yet. And I just spray it all over my face. Just like that, and that's gonna help to get rid of it looking so dry and matte and like too matte and too powdery. So I feel like that's the best way to get rid of that look. For this foundation, I did pick up the color Chestnut. Besides it going into the dry patches, I will say that I would hope maybe next year, hopefully, or sometime soon, that they do get a better color range, because it stops at Chestnut. Like, it stops at my color range. So I wish they get some dark colors, because it is a beautiful foundation. The finish is flawless, and I think it's really worth it for $58. You just have to use it sparingly. You can find the Hourglass Immaculate foundation. I got mine from Sephora. You can probably even find it, well, obviously you can find it on their website, but I'd say Sephora will probably be your best bet to go in, you know, and really test the colors out and see if you like it on your skin, and even get a sample so that you can try it at home. Alright you guys, so that is my review of the Hourglass Immaculate liquid powder foundation. Alright, if this video was helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up for me down there. It looks like a thumb, so please do that. If you have tried this foundation before, please let me know down in the comments section how it's working out for you, if you're enjoying it at all, and if you do plan to get it if you haven't tried it already. Alright you guys, thanks so much for watching and subscribing if you have. Bye!